Syek Sajan is trying to save his employees, acting where he says the Canadian government isn't.
There are people who did all what they could to help the government of Canada, to help and support the mission of Canada in Afghanistan.
Sajan's law firm represented Canada in Kabul for 8 years. This is his contract with the now shuttered Canadian embassy, still valid until the end of 2021. Sajan was able to get out, but most of his employees are still stuck in Kabul, fearful for their safety under Taliban rule.
I need to make sure that these people are out as soon as possible.
They've applied to Ottawa's immigration program for Afghans who supported Canada's mission. Sajan has even submitted letters from 2 global affairs officials on his employees' behalf, one writing, "I have personal knowledge of threats made against him and his firm." But months later, there's still no meaningful response from immigration officials.
I don't think if there is anybody that I could write to and I've not written to, anybody that I could call, I've not called.
These Toronto lawyers are working on their cases, which they say are mired in a bureaucratic backlog.
These are people who were working for us and I think have a sense of being abandoned.
We thought with the skills that we had, we'd be able to make a pretty immediate impact, but certainly as Canadians didn't expect to be met with the level of frustration and red tape that we have been thus far.
Ottawa wouldn't comment on this specific case, but defended its response to the crisis, saying it's working as quickly as it can to bring Afghans to Canada. Sajan isn't convinced.
It is really heart-wrenching to see that still we haven't heard anything from the government of Canada. And I really need the government of Canada to pay attention to this.
He says if people who worked for the Canadian government for years can't get a prompt answer, Ottawa simply isn't doing enough. Ellen Morrow, CBC News, Toronto.